Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up later in the show, we'll take a look at tonight's basketball games in the SEC. But first, today's top stories. Darwin Sherman was a multifaceted man who wore many hats in his life. He was a business professional, hunter, farmer, collector, outdoorsman, parent, and newspaper publisher. He was well accomplished, serving as Washington Chamber of Commerce board member, co-founder of Wedge, and Iowa Newspaper Association board president, among others. Despite his numerous accomplishments, those who knew him said that he would be remembered for his outspoken, opinionated personality. He was straightforward and tough, but fair in his approach to life and business. He was a hard worker, always finding things to do to keep him busy. Despite constantly being in motion, Sherman never put his family aside and remained involved in their lives. He saw farming as his release and would come out to the farm every day after work to relax. His daughters remember him as always being present in their lives and never losing the importance of family. Sherman's visitation will be held on Saturday, February 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Jones and Eden Funeral Home. The Mount Pleasant Main Street Art Center is showcasing the photography of Kirsten Harrett as their featured artist for February. Harrett is a native of Colorado and has lived in the Mount Pleasant community since 1996. She has taken photographs of landscapes ranging from the Rocky Mountains to Florida to Iowa. She specializes in dramatic silhouettes and close-ups. Harrett has a background in television reporting and previously held positions as a community living editor and freelance reporter. Her work was displayed at the Impact Gallery, and she has organized the Color of Summer's art show. Harrett finds inspiration in her family's photography and considers the best part of her work to be when everything comes together to form a successful photograph. The Art Center will host a reception for Harrett, and most of her work will be available for purchase. Allison McCarty, owner of Anywhere Apparel, invited the community to celebrate the business's new and improved showroom at its one-year anniversary of new ownership. McCarty took over the company from previous owner Joni Mansk, who now owns Etc. Gift Boutique in downtown Mount Pleasant. The timing of the Live After 5 event was also beneficial for McCarty, as it gave her a deadline to make updates to the showroom. McCarty says the first year of ownership has been a learning curve, but she is excited about the changes made. Including a partnership with Brown Shoe Fit Company to sell local school apparel, Anywhere Apparel still offers online web stores, bulk ordering, and custom individual order options. The Washington County Supervisors received a market analysis for a government-owned property at 302 West Main Street. The lot's market value was estimated between $15,000 to $20,000, far less than the $70,000 spent by the county on demolition costs for the previous structure. The county's plan for the lot is unclear, with Supervisor Jack Seward Jr. stating that the information will be used later if needed, but no action will be taken. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have your 5-day forecast coming up. First, obituaries. Paul Dean Walker of West Point passed away on February 8th at the age of 79. A massive Christian burial will be held at 10:30 a.m. February 11th at St. Mary's Catholic Church. Schmidt's Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Robert Blaine Arnold of Davenport passed away at the age of 85. A service will be held at 11 a.m. February 13th at the Halligan McCabe DeVries Funeral Home. Stephen Mark Keller of Fairfield passed away on February 18th at the age of 65. A funeral service will be held from 5 to 8 p.m. February 13th at Benner Funeral Home. Julie Sue Ballo of Swedesburg passed away on February 7th at the age of 75. A funeral service will be held at 5 p.m. February 17th at Prue Funeral Home. Sharon K. Wellington of Cedar Rapids passed away on January 23rd at the age of 84. A memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. February 18th at Cedar Memorial Chapel of Memories. Norma Jean Forts of Yarmouth passed away on February 7th at the age of 93. A funeral service will be held at 10 a.m. February 13th at Elliott Chapel. That was obituaries. It is now time for the weather. Today the weather is much nicer than yesterday with sunny skies and a high of 31. Tomorrow it will remain sunny but be warmer with a high of 41. On Sunday it will be 42 and partly cloudy. We'll start our work week with some clear skies and a high of 44 on Monday. Finally, Tuesday, it will be 42 with an 80% chance of rain. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at tonight's basketball games.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
For the Southeast Conference on the boys' side, the postseason is nearly here, and for the SEC girls, that time is now. The SEC champion Mount Pleasant boys and the Fairfield boys will wrap up conference play against one another. Mount Pleasant has been rolling as of late, coming into the matchup winners of 12 straight. Mount Pleasant got the better of Fairfield in their previous meeting, 57-48. Washington will play host to Keokuk on Friday. Washington comes in off a loss to Williamsburg on Monday night after winning 3 straight games. Keokuk are losers of 2 straight. The Demons down Keokuk 69-45 in their last meeting on January 13th. The Mount Pleasant girls are 11-11, will open Class 4A Region 7 play next Wednesday against SEC foe Fort Madison, who is 13-6. Fort Madison defeated the Panthers 24-19 in their last meeting. Washington will kick off Class 3A Region 2 action on Saturday. The Demons will hit the road to take on Davenport Assumption, who is 12-8. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your news.